Alright guys, so today I want to give you a quick tutorial on Stash, how to use the platform, how to navigate and things like that. Show you some of the features that they have. Stash is one of those companies that it's very similar to Acorn. You can actually do your roundup features. You can invest with as little as $5. And they have plans. So like, for example, they have a beginner plan, which is like $1 a month. Then it goes up to like, I think like $3 a month or something like that. And then they have like another plan that goes a little higher, but basically it's inexpensive. Just like Acorn, you know, most people pay just $1 a month for Acorn. Same thing here with Stash. One of the things about Stash, like I said, is that it allows you to be able to invest fractionally, and which is always a great thing. So it's great for beginners. So here at the bottom, you can see your navigation screen. You see right here, you have your spend. And one of the things with Stash, they have a debit card. So if you go back to the home tab, you can see here where it says earn stock when you spend. And that is basically where you can set up your card, your account, and that way, so whenever you spend, you're able to actually invest. So they have those cool features as well. Now, if you go over here to the auto stash, like I talked about briefly, they have roundups. Here is where you would find that. And so you could set, you know, whatever it is that you're looking to do right here, whatever that is. And as well as it gives you a kind of a track based off of, you know, whatever you may be planning. You can plan out your retirement and things like that. Like I said, it's a roundup. This is your smart stash here. At the top, you can see it has retirement, custodial, which you can actually set up some things for your kids too. So that's pretty cool. But I want to show you guys how you can actually find good investments. Now through Stash, you can do some individual investing in stocks, but they do have a lot of funds that you can also use to invest in, which is pretty cool. So you can see here, it says get bonus to invest for each friend who joins up to $500. So right now what they're doing is they're actually doing a $20 referral for anyone who, you know, you refer, they get $20 and you get $20. So if you're looking to try out Stash, go ahead and I'll put the link below where you can actually get your $20. Here's what you want to do if you're looking to invest in Stash. It's fairly simple. They give you some milestones and some guidelines. So let's say if you're looking to invest, you want to go here and you press invest. Now here is where you can start to find investments and things like that. So I don't use Stash, so yes, that is what it is. I mean, if before anyone asks me why I don't use Stash, because normally when I do reviews of companies that I don't necessarily use, people always ask, well, why don't you use it? I don't use it because it's something wrong with the platform. I don't use it because I have enough brokerage accounts that I already use. You know, I already have like 2 or 3 that I use that I've been using for a while, and it's doing what I needed to do. So I don't need to, you know, have every single platform, use every single platform. That's pretty much not the gist. So what you want to do is find a platform that you can use and you're comfortable with. Everybody's going to have their own preferences. So I always try to do reviews so people can see the ins and outs of something so they can make their own decisions based off of what they may be interested in, what fits them. So here, if you want to transfer money, you see they have a button here that says transfer. And then right here, let's say for example, it says get $50. And it just tells you to finish setting up your financial home. Now, another way you can actually get to a place to invest is if you go back to the screen. At the bottom, you see it has a spend here. And then you see it has an invest, has an auto stash, and then it has a learn. All right. So it's good if you go back to invest, which is the button in the middle. Then here you can actually start searching for investments. So now, like I said, they do not have a lot of capabilities for individual stocks, but they do have some. So here you can actually search different things to see if they have anything available. So let's say if you're looking to invest in Facebook, you can see here, and they have it there where you can actually add that to your portfolio and you can start to invest in Facebook. So then also, so if you just click on add portfolio, that's pretty much what happens there. It tells you about, you know, how long it's going to take for your money to get here. Then you can also talk about, you know, how much you want to buy for Facebook, because it does fractional shares. Now you go back, then you also see they have social media, things like that come up that tell you basically Facebook stock is within these these funds or if it's something related. Okay. So that's how you can search for stocks to see what's available. I can't remember the exact amount, but they do not have all the stocks you can invest in, but they have a good amount. And most of the companies that people are looking to invest in, you can invest in it. So, but then here where they really have a lot of capabilities is, just say for example, you go to newly added to stash, and then here's going to show you the stocks that they have newly added that you can now invest in individually. And you can scroll down and see what they've added. Then they also have where they have consumer staples. And these are companies, okay? So you can see here all the companies that you can invest in. And they have it broken down for you, which is pretty cool. So say energy, if you're interested in energy, you can come here. You can see all the energy stocks are down right now because oil was negative at one point. Ain't that crazy? So you can actually go through these tabs and find investments based off the categories that way. And that will also help you to be able to find, something that you may be looking for or a good investment. And, whatever it is you're looking for, you can always just click into it and you can actually take a look and get more information about it here. If you visit the company's website, tells you what's going on, if it has a dividend, expense ratio, tells you the performance. So you can get more information based off of what they have here, just going through those things. So now up here, the ETFs. So you can actually look and see what type of ETFs you like. So if you're looking in the bonds, which bonds right now are pretty stable, you can actually see the arrows are up, right? And this is showing you the percentage. So if you want to see how good it was, all you have to do is click into it. And, bonds are pretty much like you loaning money to the government in a sense, and they're relatively safe for the most part. So they're not that bad right now, but they're relatively safe for the most part. So, but here's where you can get the information you need, and it tells you about the top holdings and everything it has, as well as the dividend yield, which is very important if you're investing. Dividend yield, you want to know how much you're going to be getting for holding that bond or investing into that bond. So you can actually go in here and let's go get out of bonds and let's go to some other funds. Let's see. Let's look into technology. All right. So let's go down, find technology. Let's robot rising. So let's look at, let's see, which one should we go to? Let's go to American Innovators. So here you can see kind of how much is what is done in a year, how it's been doing in 5 years, and how it's been doing as long as this fund has been created. So what you can do is come down. You can actually see the dividend yield here. See exactly what how they're invested. They have 18% holdings in Microsoft, Apple, 4% in Visa. That's what it's showing you what it's broke down to. And here it just shows you the performance, which we actually went through when we first got in there. So that's pretty much how you would find your investments, and then looking to see, what, happens to be the best is definitely just going through and checking out each thing and seeing what they have to offer. Raw earth, commodity, and it shows you what it's invested in here. And I'm very big on paying attention to the dividend yield, because you want to be able to get some returns on your investment. So that's very important, and that gives you a rundown of what they're getting. So guys, stash is very simple. That's pretty much how you do it. You come here, you want to learn a little bit more about investing, which is awesome. And so you always can come down and you can look at different categories and you can learn more about investing and learn more about stash under the learn. So it's fairly simple, guys. So if you're interested, like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below. You can get $20. I get $20. But hope this has been helpful. See you guys on the next video. Talk to you soon, and peace out.